And then after hearing the horrible news about his prognosis, Hope says to Liam she wants to be with him, doesn't want to spend another minute apart. Hope was very clear. And of course, we know Liam is doing this self-sacrificing thing. He's trying to make sure Hope has a loving man in her life that'll be there once he's gone. So Liam told Hope several times, go make things right with Carter. He's a good man. Now whether Liam survives this or not, right now in his mind, he knows he's dying, and he doesn't want Hope to be alone. But deep down Liam likely wants her back because it wasn't that long ago that he was trying to reconcile with Hope. I mean, it's very easy to understand Liam's actions. He's trying to do the right thing. Not so easy to understand Hope's actions. Did she somehow absorb Liam's waffling habits? Or is it even worse, and Hope's playing games and using Carter like Steffi and Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., have accused her of doing before? So right now, at the moment, Carter and Hope are officially reunited on Bold and the Beautiful, but it may be short-lived. And to me, it seems like she wants to be with Liam, but she's with Carter only because Liam is dying. It looks like Carter is Hope's second choice, the fallback guy, simply because Liam's not an option because he's going to be pushing up daisies soon, as far as she knows. So I think Hope's going to go over there, play hop-on-pop with Carter until she realizes, oh my gosh, Liam's going to live. Based on the most recent episode, sounds like Dr. Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech, is carving a path forward for Liam's survival. The treatments seem a little risky. They may affect his quality of life, but if Grace's treatment protocol works and Liam survives, I fully expect Hope to dump Carter like a hot potato. I mean, what are the odds that Hope sticks with Carter and marries him and starts making babies and their future is set? No way. It's not going to happen. Hope is going to crush Carter and he won't see it coming. Never ever does Brad Bell let Carter get a happy ending with any woman. To be fair, also Lawrence St. Victor may actually be the one writing this disappointing story, because he does B&B scripts now as well. So I expect when Carter talks to Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, she's going to tell him, Hope's using you. She's playing games, but I also don't think Carter will listen. He's going to have misplaced faith in Hope. And of course, Daphne told Carter over and over that Hope was going to break his heart. And honestly, Carter's one chance at happiness might be with Daphne. Carter should trust his instincts about Hope and toss her out, but instead, Carter's going to let her back in. And to be fair, Hope and have Carter issues. He did betray Hope by not giving her a heads up before handing back the company. And Hope wasn't on her best behavior. And then when Carter confronted her about what he heard Hope say to Liam, she made an unlikely excuse and insisted that Carter misunderstood her. That is classic gaslighting. Hope is taking what's available, not necessarily what she really wants, which is Liam. So I don't think this is going to end well for Carter. And while it won't be next week, it could be next month. Maybe the month after that. It seems inevitable that Liam will survive because this feels like the same exact plot they did with Eric Forrester, John McCook. It's even cancer for Liam like it was with Eric. They just started using the word oncology on the most recent episode. That's a cancer doctor, cancer treatment. So Liam may survive, and that should kill any chance that Carter has to keep Hope in his life long term. Just wait and see. Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify,
Hello everyone.
iHeartRadio. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Bold and the Beautiful. Hope's using Carter huge heartbreak ahead. Bold and the Beautiful sees Hope Logan, Annika Noel, telling Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, he's the man she wants to be with. But he was completely baffled after he heard Hope tell Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, she wants a future with him. Things seem fishy, and fans don't buy what B&B and Hope are selling. We're going to talk about how Carter might be playing second fiddle to Liam and not even realize it. Hope may only want Carter back because Liam is dying, and this could be setting up Carter for a huge heartbreak. Alright, so we just saw Hope throw Carter a curveball. Hope comes by and says she wants to talk to him. She called him on the phone, and Carter was expecting bad news after what he overheard Hope say to Liam. So he says, "Come by." Hope shows up to the loft, and she tells Carter first about her return to Forrester Creations. And then Hope reveals she and Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McKinswood, have called a truce. But then Carter confronted Hope and said he overheard what she said to Liam. And Carter said, he heard Hope telling Liam he's her future. But then Hope told Carter, "No, you're the man I want to be with." And she threw her arms around his neck. The look on Carter's face, though, he seemed so confused because what Hope said at his place just did not align with what Carter overheard with her and Liam over at Brooke Logan's, Catherine Kelly Lang, place. And then Hope's insisting Carter misunderstood what she meant. Hope claimed to Carter that she was telling Liam she wanted more time with him because he's dying. And of course, Carter is stunned. But come on, is Hope gaslighting Carter or what? And then Hope decided to tell Carter that Liam's got a brain tumor. So Hope's saying his cancer changed her perspective and made her realize she doesn't want to waste any more time not being with the man she loves, who she clings as Carter. After his initial shock at what Hope said, then of course Carter's overjoyed. He's going to get another chance, and he promised Hope he's going to be there for her. Carter says, "Oh, I'll be your rock. I'll support you," and says Hope will never have a reason to doubt him again. And now this came as a big shock to fans. They're just not buying it. I'm not buying it. Let's be real. Like Carter, our ears work. We all heard what Hope said to Liam. It's very clear Hope wants a future with Liam. Now she's backpedaling, and the question is why. Is this triggered somehow because Steffi gave Hope, Annika Noel, her job back? Is that part of why she's pulling this move? Maybe Hope was not sure. Then she saw Carter and realized, oh, I should listen to Liam, give things with Carter another shot, because Liam not going to be around much longer. Hope says she still loves Carter. Maybe her emotions got the best of her. I don't know. I don't buy it. Fans on Soap social media are in absolute shock to hear Hope profess her love to Carter hot on the heels of professing her love to Liam. Many fans think Hope and Carter have no chemistry and think they do not work as a couple. And some of the fan comments are saying that Hope and Carter's reunion feels abrupt and forced. Others think that Liam's death is the catalyst for this Hope and Carter reunion. That his death is propping the reunion. That's got a lot of people mad. But honestly, is it even worse than that? Is Hope back to playing games with the men in her life? Hope just promised Liam to be there for him. And then Hope runs over to Carter and says basically the same thing. It just doesn't make sense. Hope was already thinking about trying again with Liam before she even knew about his brain tumor. Hope told her dad, Deacon Sharp, recently that her life started to unravel when she divorced Liam. So it was already on Hope's mind to give Liam another shot.